What's going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and this one is going to be my first ever SGC reveal video. So I wasn't actually expecting to get these cards back in yet. I checked tracking I think yesterday or a couple days ago, and it said they were expected on Friday of this week, which today is Wednesday the 13th. I wasn't expecting these until either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday the 15th, but they did come in early, and the video for today was actually supposed to be another SGC preview video, but I decided to push that off, so that is either going to be tomorrow or Friday, and that's going to be 14 more cards that I'm sending to SGC, and I'll get into that more once I show these cards and talk about that a little further, because there is definitely some money to be made here. I would highly recommend you guys start sending some cards to SGC, but we'll get into that in a minute. So that is going to be my first SGC reveal, and I do just want to say that this was my first submission to SGC, and I think, I'm not sure if everyone gets like a discount code or whatever for their first time, but I do think that the rate for these cards was discounted. I did these at a 10-day turnaround time, and plus shipping. There's 9 cards in here, and like I said, I did them at a 10-day turnaround time, and including shipping, this was $150, which typically a 10-day turnaround time is $20 per card. So I definitely got some type of discount for this being my first submission. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you guys have not graded with SGC, I'm assuming if you create an account and submit your first cards, then you will get some type of discount. So I really have no idea how that happened or why that happened, but that is the case. That hasn't happened with my second and third submissions. So I just want to throw that out there. So the total cost for grading these 9 cards was $150. And one thing that I really like about SGC is when they are finished grading, they send you scans of the card, so you can go ahead and list them on eBay. So they sent me scans of all these cards, and the cards that I wanted to list on eBay, I went ahead and put up, and I have already sold some of these cards. So I will get into which cards I sold and what they sold for when I show you the cards. So we will just go ahead and get right into it. And actually, before I do get into these cards, I do just want to mention, I've already talked a little bit about some of the things that I really like about SGC, but I do want to talk about 2 things that I really I didn't like. And the first one was that when they send you the tracking, my tracking was actually messed up, and these things that I'm going to mention are not huge deals at all. It's just a couple things that I noticed that I didn't really like so much. So they sent me tracking for this, and it was a USPS tracking number, and I kept clicking on the link, and it said that it redirected me to a page, and it said that the tracking number could not be found. Well, I kept doing that for a couple days, and I'm like, what is going on? Have they just not sent these or what? And then I finally realized that it was redirecting me to a FedEx tracking page, but it was a USPS tracking number. So then I copied and pasted the link or the number in USPS, and boom, it popped up with my estimated arrival date or whatever. So that was a little bit confusing. I guess if I didn't realize that that was a USPS number and it was directing me to FedEx, and I would have had no idea when these cards were coming. So that was one thing that I didn't like so much. And then also, like I said earlier, these cards were sent at a 10-day turnaround time. They actually did take 14 days, which, I mean, still compared to the other companies, that is very, very quick. But if you guys saw the interview with the guy from SGC on Cardboard Chronicles, he made such a huge deal about their turnaround times and how the turnaround times at BGS and PSA mean absolutely nothing, and how the turnaround times at SGC are, I got the impression that they, if you sent it 10-day, it would be 10-day, 15 would be 15, and so on and so on. And this actually did take longer. It took 14 days, and it was supposed to take 10, which obviously is still very, very quick. That's not a huge deal at all, but it just kind of, I didn't like it that he made such a big deal about the turnaround times being accurate, and yet they were not. And then the last thing I will mention, one of the scans was messed up, so I was able to see the grade on the card and the tag up here, but I couldn't actually see the card. But all of the other scans came through okay. So just wanted to mention those things. Those 3 things are not huge deals at all, but I just wanted to throw those out there. Overall, I had a great experience with SGC, and I mean, like I said earlier, I have a video coming out later this week that was supposed to be today where I'm sending 14 more cards because there is definitely some money to be made here. I would highly recommend you guys send some lower end cards to SGC. So the first card we're going to start out with is a Trae Young Optic Shock. This one was kind of unfortunate. I knew this one was quite a bit off center. Not quite, I wouldn't say quite a bit, but definitely noticeably off center. And unfortunately that got a 9, and I'm not sure if they found some other flaws. I'm guessing they did to bump that down to a 9, but there is a look at the SGC slab and what that looks like. Honestly, I think these look really, really nice. They look even better in person than on videos and in pictures. So I'll give you guys kind of a little comparison to a PSA slab. So a little bit thicker, not really super bulky. And then I will pull over a BGS slab. So BGS is quite a bit thicker. So it's kind of in the middle of BGS and PSA. But honestly, I think it looks really nice in person. So there is the first one. We've got a Trae Young 9. And I'll go ahead and mention that one sold for $35 on eBay. So 35 bucks there. And the next one is a LeBron James base Prism 8.5, and I have no idea what I missed on this one. I really have no idea what they saw that bumped that to an 8.5. The centering looks okay to me. I must have missed, the corners and edges look good. I must have missed something somewhere. I really don't know, but that's another thing I like about SGC is that they, if you get an SGC 10, then I feel like your card deserved a 10. That from some of these card grades that I looked over these cards and didn't find anything wrong with. If you watched the preview video where I talked about these cards, I thought they would all pretty much get a 9.5 or a 10. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I got cut off. My phone ran out of memory real quick, so I had to delete some stuff, and now I am back. But I was saying that when I did the preview video, I talked about what I thought all these cards would have a good shot at a 9.5 or 10, and that clearly was not the case with the Trae and the LeBron. So I do feel like SGC gives out accurate grades, which I really, really like. I think if a card gets a 10, it should deserve a 10. I've said before, I think the PSA 10s are just way too broad of a grade. The jump from 9 to 10 can be, I think it's just way too broad. So the next card is a Luka Optic Fanatics. Now, if this one was a 10, I was probably going to keep it, but it did come back a 9.5, and this one actually did sell on eBay for $85. So I had this one on eBay for $85 or best offer, and someone just clicked buy it now, bought that one straight up for $85. So basically with these three cards here, I basically made my money back on the submission, and everything else is either profit or I can keep for myself. And that is what I did with the Optic Blue Velocity Ja Morant 9.5. I did keep this one. I have not, listed it or tried to sell it yet. I might sometime in the future, but I want to hold on to it for now. And I did think a 9.5 is probably pretty accurate for this one. This one is not perfect centering, so I completely agree with the 9.5 on that one. So that one I am keeping. And then the next one is another base LeBron Prism, and this one did get quite a bit bigger of a jump from the 8.5. So this one did grade a 9.5 and let this one go on eBay for $75. Again, had it for $75 or best offer. Someone just straight up bought it for $75. Didn't even bother to make an offer. So we are definitely in the profit on that one. And then the next one, this is the one that I mentioned earlier where they just sent me the scan of the label and I couldn't see the card. So this is actually my first time getting to see this one, and it is a good one. The Giannis Threads Dazzle. Got the Gem Mint 10. Now, unfortunately, the rest are 10s. Unfortunately, I did not get any pristine 10s, which would have a gold label. So the rest are all Gem Mint 10s, but was happy to see that one get a 10. Really, really like that card, and I am holding on to that one. So that one will not be for sale. And then the only other one that I did list on eBay was the 10 from just a base optic LeBron, and this one did also sell for $85. Again, had it for $85 or best offer. Someone just straight up bought it for $85. So definitely, let's see here. We made quite a bit of profit there. Like I said, the total submission was $150. All of those cards that I did sell added up to be at $312. So after fees and shipping and all that, we profited probably around $130 range, somewhere in there. So that is why I'm gonna continue to send cards to SGC. You'll see a video in a day or two where I am sending 14 more cards, and I think these low-end cards are just a perfect example. You know, these base LeBron cards for 10 or 15 bucks can easily turn into $100 as SGC 10s. So I just cannot recommend you guys enough to be doing this. It is just so easy, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments saying, you know, I'm only in it to make money and profit and stuff. That is 100% not true. I am a collector as well. There is absolutely nothing wrong with sending cards to be graded and flipping them to make some money to get cards that you want in your PC, which is some of what I am doing. So I'm, you know, constantly looking for Luka cards and Giannis cards and LeBron cards. And this one is one that I will be keeping in my collection. Did get one Gem Mint 10 LeBron base, and if I had to guess, you know, the 9.5 did 75. I would put this 100 or more easily, the Gem Mint 10. So that one will be staying in my collection. Very happy I did get one LeBron Prism 10, and then the last one is my personal favorite. Just absolutely love that dunking pose in the picture, and Gem Mint 10 Optic Blue Velocity. And if I had to throw a price on this one, I would say easily 150 to 200. So very happy with that one. And you know, just cannot recommend SGC enough. I think for lower end cards, I want to stress that. I think for higher end cards, you definitely want to go PSA and Beckett. You know, I have absolutely no issue with any of the grading companies. I love them all. They all have their pros, they all have their cons. But I do really enjoy sending cards to SGC. I think it's very easy to do yourself. You don't necessarily have to have a group submission because the prices are already so affordable. The turnaround times are quick, and you know, there's money to be made out there. These cards did not take me long at all to sell on eBay. So I would encourage you guys, if you guys are interested, to start sending to SGC. And that is gonna do it for the video. So hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you very soon.